She rose from humble beginnings.
Whenever my mom was in the kitchen cooking, I would be right there, just watching, waiting to get the bowl, to lick the bowl. And from there, you know, having a family of 13, we always had food. It was always about the food. Food. That's how we shared our love. That's how we communicated. It was about the food all the time.
And now recipes rooted in her family are served inside Chef Carol's Southern Kitchen right here in the Valley.
We got started back in 2019. It's been my passion all my life, but when I married my husband, we were going to do something different, and I always loved to cook. So I said, why not just start cooking? He said, okay, go for it. And he named the place, and that's how we got going. So you got your macaroni and cheese up there, and it's with lots of butter, lots of cream. And you got some black-eyed peas with ham hocks, smoked ham hocks, and some fried okra on top. And you got some fried corn up there on the table also. You got some skillet cornbread, homemade. Nothing on that table I bought. This restaurant is a scratch restaurant.
Southern cooking, a food genre now associated with comfort and delicacy, but was born out of survival.
Southern cooking originated all the way back from the ancestors and then moved into the South. And that's how we shared, you know, with the different food. We didn't have much.
During the antebellum period, enslaved African people were given scraps that were low in quality and nutrition.
Most enslaved people said that the rations they received were some form of salt pork, pork fat, the part of the pig that was discarded typically, and then some weight of cornmeal. And that was about it.
They did their best to round up vegetables when they could.
You also have to realize that enslaved people were also doing their best to provide additional nutrition to the children, their elders, and their families as well. And so that included having garden plots. So you're talking people working 12 to 14 hours a day, and then after working in the field, they would go to their garden plot and continue to cultivate nutritious vegetables.
Yet still, enslaved people found ways to preserve African food traditions and adapt recipes that would pass over to generations.
As enslaved people are taking whatever they can get and essentially forming a very unique and dynamic cuisine that was desired both by enslaved people as well as by slave owners. And so here you have a cuisine that is built literally from scraps, that becomes one of the most influential forms of cooking that the world has ever known.
Over time, those recipes have become the soul food dishes we love today. The term soul food didn't become common until the 1960s during the rise of Black civil rights movements.
Actually, soul food came about in the 60s, actually. That's when they named it Soul Sister, Soul Food, Soul Brother. So that's where that name came from, soul food.
A rich culture deeply rooted in history now carries a different meaning, enjoyed by generations after generations. And for Chef Carol, the soul is for everyone.
When you come into the restaurant, you're going to get lots of love, lots of joy, lots of peace, and get a full stomach.
Alicia Patillo, 13 Action News.
Lovely. To learn more about Chef Carol's Southern Kitchen, visit our website at KTNV.com. Our Black History Month coverage is sponsored by Findlay Toyota.
That food looked delicious.